Green Borders, David Barry, broadcasting from the River Thames. We have a special guest today, Eli Anderson. Hello.
Greetings.
My first question, Eli, is I understand that you are, one of your hats is being a storyteller.
That's right.
Can you tell us about that, please, Eli?
Wow, that's an amazing, good question actually, because part of that hat, as you say, for me, is, for me, that's my purpose in life, to be a storyteller.
What is a storyteller, Eli?
A storyteller is someone that can observe the world, reinterpret it, and give people tools so they can navigate their life, navigate where they live. It actually gives them a level of social capital, a level of emotional capital, so that throughout their lives they're able to see the world, interpret the world, and they're able to make choices that they wouldn't normally be able to make without those stories. So for me, it's a healing craft. It's a craft, and something that is my purpose really, as a storyteller.
And would people come to you and use your skills as a storyteller coach, so to speak?
Yes, they do actually. But for me, it's not just about people coming to me, it's about me going out to people. So part of the work is not just about doing stories, as in people booking me for a storytelling event.
Can you give me an example of how it works?
Yeah, sure. People might be calling me to do some storytelling, a gig, for instance, for children or for adults, or they might ask me in my relationship with them as a coach, or outside of that, I might see an opportunity for them to learn more in a story than it would be in terms of just simply a long conversation with them. And I have written stories.
So it's parable based, parable, inspirational, looking at their lives and looking at it from a parable point of view.
Absolutely, it's making the emotional body visible, and it's being able to help them help themselves. In a way, part of that, once I've done that, that is a real privilege for me to be involved in doing that. So yes.
Is it a problem, people feeling good about themselves today, Eli?
I think there is a real problem with that. There are so many issues, so many stresses, so many things that are pulling people in so many different directions that they spend their time adding to themselves rather than finding out the very beauty that's within them. And really, people need to feel that they're loved, that they belong, and that they're valued. And it doesn't matter where in the world you go to, those are essential characteristics of everyone. And in this society...
Is it the modern world we're living in today that's causing those issues?
I think partly. I think we're placed in this situation where we think we have to strive to get more and more and more. When actually, what we have within us is beautiful, and what we need to do is respect that and learn from that and value that. So I think that we're forced to add more to ourselves when in fact we've got more to discover. And I think that's where my storytelling and poetry comes in.
So you're able to perhaps assist people in being a happier person by storytelling?
Absolutely. I think the happiness that what I'm trying to do with my stories is to show people that actually there are very simple things that can make you happy. Very essential things that can make you happy. And actually, if you value what you have, those stories can enable you to feel good about yourself. That's effectively all that I'm trying to do.
And do you have courses and workshops?
Yes, I do, actually. There are three major courses. The first course that I run is called the Introduction to Storytelling, and it's a 3-session course. And effectively what it does, it helps people find their story. Now, the intermediate class is a much more technical class, and that looks at digital storytelling, it looks at neuroscience, it looks at a whole range of other things. And then you've got the advanced, which then goes down the road of becoming much more professional. And actually what that looks at is the craft. So in a way, you start off with the taster, you then learn about the technical part of it, and then you apply it all the way through that advanced course you apply.
And how can Green Borders online viewers and readers get more information about these courses and workshops, Eli?
Well, the best way to do that is to go to my website, which is www.eakan.co.uk. I'll repeat that. That's www.eakan.co.uk, and go to the storytelling icon on the front page of the website, and you'll find out all about where those courses are and the gigs that I'm doing at the moment.
Thank you, Eli. I understand that you also work with the youth.
Yes, I do.
What are the challenges of the youth today, Eli?
Oh, they're myriad. In my conversation with you, one of the things I talked about was the fact that we spend so much time in a fairly materialistic culture to add things to ourselves that we forget about nurturing and developing who we are. And I think when we have young people who are at that point where they're trying to find out who they are emotionally, physically, mentally, that we have to give them tools to be able to do that. My work with young people is about just that, enabling them to find out who they are, either in safe environments, or it could be risky environments, but also to find out that they can make mistakes with themselves and they can learn from them. And I think the beauty of that, in fact I did some work this morning with some young people, the beauty of them finding out about themselves is that they stand in their own space. They're able to say, I am who I am because of these things. And they're able to kind of substantiate their power. They're able to value who they are. I think for me that's the most beautiful thing, when you find people flower like that. And they will be not only beautiful adults, but they will add to the world.
You must get a lot of satisfaction doing what you do, Eli.
Oh, it's beautiful. For me, that's why I say for me, storytelling and working with people, young people especially, is my purpose in life.
So we can find all about what you do again from the website, Eli?
Yes, you do. I mean,
right.
You'll find out about those things and who I'm connected to. You'll also find out about the lectures that I run, which is around eldership and developing eldership, which is the Cimarron lectures. And again, that's about looking at what elders, how important elders are to the structure of community, to structure of cultures. And wherever you go, you'll find those people important. And the more you respect those people who have the cultural capital to enable us to, in fact, some of those people will be the storytellers. If you respect those and look out for those people, you'll get a huge amount of knowledge and resource to help you define your path.
Eli, can you tell Green Borders online magazine readers and viewers about your work as Justice of the Peace?
Wow.
As well.
Okay. Part of what I do in a volunteer capacity is around a magistrate. And for me, it was partly because I think everyone should be giving back. However much you're a part of the society, you need to be giving back something. But also I needed to feel that I can make a difference to someone. If it's possible to look at giving those young people and adults an opportunity to look again at their lives, they may well have to pay a price, a cost for some of the work, some of the stuff that they've done. But if they can look again at their lives and find another way of doing something, for me, that's the point of my purpose. As I say, as a storyteller, it's about trying to reflect what people say about themselves and what they do to themselves. And sometimes what they do has consequences. And as a justice of the peace, I recognise those consequences, but I'm also there to help those people make amends, but look again and make different choices, because what they do now will affect people around them And a little bit like what Nelson Mandela talks about. If you hide your light under a bushel, nobody gets. So really what you need to be doing is ensuring that other people get your light. And I believe every single person has that. And so that's partly part of my work and my justification for becoming a volunteer, becoming a Justice of the Peace.
Eli Anderson, you're the most amazing, inspirational personality.
Bless you.
Thank you for joining Green Borders Online Magazine. David Barry reporting from central London by the River Thames. Thank you.
Bless you.